and I can present a clear argument with merits as well as facts based in zero emotion as to why I should have my education completion covered totally. It has nothing to do with emotion, nothing to do with one's beliefs in homosexuality versus heterosexuality being the right way to live one's life. It has nothing to do with pain or emotion or perception of fairness or justice. This has to do with when I was up at the University of Minnesota Duluth. I was doing pretty well. I was leading the UMD ESSO, the Earth and Environmental Sciences Organization. That to me was a leadership position that I could hold. It was related to my avocational interest of recreational rock collecting, crystal collecting, agate collecting, as well as obviously selling, some of those items I find, buy, resell. It was my hobby, it was my avocation. I was obviously in the poli-sci department in liberal arts college. Not for sure what I was going to do with that, but to me that was something I could have to be a leadership position. Poli-sci, I was maybe considering going into politics or pre-law. Obviously, you have a slimmer chance of becoming an officer in the college Democrats than you do, something such as that. So that's the way I went. I went with, going for that leadership position. I did okay academically. Mr. Perfect wasn't on the dean's list ever, so he wasn't Mr. Shining academic beacon of the pinnacle of success either. The point is when I was up there, obviously, one has emotions. One has, falling in love with somebody, having a physical attraction, being led on and strung on, not, giving closure. Hey, man, you're too obsessed with me, man. Get some help, move on. That could have been done at any point, frankly, during the whole journey of all of this situation. It was not. Instead, I was left in a state of emotional pain and emotional chaos because of it. So my contact with the situation, regardless if Brian Morgan's my father, or if, he is related to me somehow, or if they're just homophobic lowlifes who have nothing else better to do than laugh at someone who's going through the hardships of life and being different in America. To me, it's not cool, but that's an emotion. Look at the merits of it. Look at the facts. Look at the logic. I still would have been up there if I would have been rejected or given context. The denial of context and rejection got us where we are today. Lack of respect and dignity and, doing what normal people do. They reject someone with context. Regardless of motive for one not wanting to do that, whether it's sadism out of some anger or a grudge or whatever, that led to my grade slipping. It led to me becoming solely tunnel visioned on one thing, him, my attraction, why everything was going weird. And it cost me my academics, it cost me my leadership position. Things were made unreasonably hard and difficult for me. There's proof of that. Absolute, undeniable, unwavering proof. So therefore, by logic's sake, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Things were made hard. When someone is denied air, you give them oxygen. Equal, opposite reaction. Me, I was brutally targeted, and I had so much weight on me, inappropriately so. Therefore, I should be given a boost back to college. People can have the argument, and I've heard the argument. There's been the argument presented of, hey, why don't you work a night job and do all this stuff and pull it together? I don't believe I should have to, because not everybody has what happened to them done in Duluth. So things were done so inappropriate and so atypical in this situation that I believe that I'm an exception. Plus, my IQ and my intelligence makes me different than a majority of people on this earth. Pay for me to go back to school, or we'll be back to square one.